Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the Super Trucker Podcast. As always, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below for any future ideas. And so today we're going to do something a little different. We preach transparency and effectiveness on this channel all the time. And we kind of watched our video. Some people watched our video about who we are and what's behind us and so forth. And they kind of said, hey man.
Not too clear as to what our message was. And again, we welcome constructive criticism.
Absolutely.
And, we're going to listen to our own advice. If you can do something better, then why not try, right?
Yep. So this is who we are, updated version 2.0, just for you guys. So want me to start?
Yeah, why not, Mike?
All right. So a little bit about who I am. Been in the game since 2000. I had a lot of warehouse experience, third-party logistics, so forth. Started at the bottom, man. Just started driving a forklift, loading trucks. That's where I got my start. Somebody gave me an opportunity. I recognized it as an opportunity and just started to grow in this business from the ground up. Continued to do that. Did that for about 6 years. So I was running a team there. Moved on into industrial sales, got on the sales side of it a little bit. We had 150 trucks that we put on the road every single day. Worked closely with the drivers and so forth. Did that for 9.5 years. And then I changed hats a little bit, man, and I put on the broker hat. I became a broker. And,
I'm sure that sales kind of helped you out.
It did. It just was. It was interesting to be on the other side now, to be the guys, selling the loads, talking about the, working with the customers and so forth. So that was a lot different. Helped me learn a lot. Helped me see both sides of it, and then got into dispatching trucks, and just slowly, worked my way up into this. In this industry, and so for now, right now I'm the operations manager. I have dispatchers that we work with. We have owner operators that we work with, and just trying to make sure that the daily operations run smooth. Everybody's taken care of, doing what they're supposed to be doing, making sure that everything is where it needs to be. And so that's pretty much how I got to the point where I'm at now. And we're thankful for this opportunity, and I love this business. Have a passion for it, and I mean that's what inspires me to come in here and do these videos right now. So
pretty interesting story. As far as my story goes, I've been in the game for a long time as well. 20 years in the game. Much like you, started at the bottom, loading trailers. Out of a warehouse in New Jersey, and it was just simply picking orders and loading. Fast forward a little bit. Out of college, I had an opportunity to sign up with a big parcel company. Did that as a dock supervisor. Climbed my way up to operations manager through them. Then got involved a little bit with last mile delivery, pharmaceuticals and things of that nature. So owner operators operating out of cargo vans and personal cars and things of that nature. That's kind of back in the day when we delivered process checks and all that from bank facilities. So did that. Then I climbed into container work and rail yard.
Fun times, huh?
Those are memorable times. Those are for those out there doing drayage work. You know what I'm talking about. So did that and got into the dry van. So I've seen a lot, been around. Not necessarily did I experience every calamity that can happen out there, but through the networking and all that, you're always going to find people who have gone through something, right? And through that operations actually is where, I was given the task to build the fleet and things of that nature, and that's how I kind of dabbled into recruiting. And the transition was made through there. I realized that the niche of what I had was to build a different product, not to be your typical recruiter, so to speak. That you're just kind of selling dreams and false pretenses, because there's side B of that, right? The side B to that is always going to be the operational, the day-to-day thing. So
you sell the dream, and then I got to be the guy that handles it, right?
Right. But I've been in both.
Because you came from that, you have a better understanding and respect for that.
Playing on both sides of the fence has given me, I think, a really good view of things and how things can be better and how I can improve the organization I'm with, or even perhaps give back a little bit into the trucking world and do things a little bit different, right? And so that's my current role. My current role has been a recruiter for the past 12 years.
So, and again, heart goes out to you on the drayage work and the port work. I skipped over mine. I had a little bit of port work. We did some overseas shipping to Latin America and stuff like that, but it was tough. So, but between the two of us, we've got different points of view views. We got different angles. You've got the recruiting side, the operational side. You've been on, you know, the drayage and the port work and everything else that you've done. I've got the broker hat, which helps a lot, especially when I'm on the phone dealing with a broker every day. I understand it. I did that for 4.5 years. I got a good grasp of what's going on and what they expect. So at the end of the day, there is somebody that's given us this platform and allowing us to do that, and they're the ones that are behind us and supporting us, and that's Voyager.
Voyager, absolutely. And we dabbled in, and we always mention about transparency, right?
Yeah.
So for those who had the question, absolutely, this is our employer. We do work for Voyager Nation, and again, it doesn't just end there, right? It's really going to be talking about why we're doing this and why we're allocated the platform to be able to communicate out there.
Yeah. So this is an opportunity that we've been given that we greatly appreciate by Voyager, is to use this platform to share, again, like we've mentioned, our wins, our losses, our errors, our mistakes, to reach out to you, to tell you the things that we've learned along the way. If they help you in your journey, no matter where you're at, what company you're with, if you're with a company, not with a company, if you're the first time owner operator looking to buy a truck, you're a company driver right now, the things that we're going to share are not to try to bring you in. They're things that you can use where you're at right now. It's just we have a passion and a heart for the trucking industry and the trucking community as a whole to bring us all together and just say, hey man, if you can utilize a little bit of this stuff that we have here that we offer up, and you can utilize it where you're at, then we feel like we've done our part the best that we could.
Yeah, and I think we mentioned it before. It's an excellent way to give back to the trucking industry, right? And in regards to individuals who are looking to get into this, and that's exactly what this is for. And remember, the experiences aren't just what's at this table, right? It's not just you and I. There's a plethora of knowledge behind here. I mean, even individuals who, you know, colleagues that we met along the way that got us to this point. I mean, even a bad experience at some point, there's always a silver lining.
Oh yeah.
So we got a lot of people in the industry that we can lean on, and owner operators. I mean, I'm still friends with owner operators that I've came across in a different platform.
Yes, you know? some of my, and I hate to say it, some of my best learned life skills in this industry came from some of the roughest relationships. And you know the old adage there that iron sharpens iron. So I mean, we take it from everywhere. And there's a team behind us. I mean, they may not be in front of the camera right now, they may not be on the podcast, but here at Voyager is a wonderful support team, from safety to dispatch, to all the way to the owners, from the top down, the culture that we live. This is not us trying to change where we're at. This is us living a culture right now in the here and the now at Voyager. And so we just say, hey, if there's anything that we can share with you and you enjoy it, like it, share it, send it to a buddy. Again, it's not so they pick up the phone and call us. That's not what it's about. We're not trying to recruit. You're not trying to bring them in. We're just trying to share some information and say, hey, we wish somebody would have reached out to us and gave this little golden nugget along the way.
Yeah, absolutely. And never be selfish with positive information.
No, we don't know it all.
We don't.
We're learning every day.
What we don't know, you know, someone always told me, you don't know what you don't know. Right? And that always holds to be true. And again, we're not, you know, when we go to answer any kind of questions and things of that nature, concerns, you know, we're not mechanics, we're not economists. We're not here to tell you how the market's going to swing in your favor or anything like that, right? But we're in this industry specific. We want to touch on basis. How can we roll with the punches? How can we adapt? Things that we've become accustomed to, right? Through experiences. And what have we done to have some individuals come out in the forefront?
Yeah, and what we're doing is sharing with you life experiences. Is basically what it is that we've experienced in this trucking market, in the trucking community, things that we've gone through, the ups and the downs, and saying, hey, this is when we got it right. This is when we didn't get it right, and what's right for us may not be right for you. That's not what we're saying, but we're saying, hey, these are some ideas, these are some pointers, these are some things that you can try, and in the future we'll share some of that with some great content. And we just wanted to take a minute to tell you a little bit about who we are, who's behind the podcast, and what's the purpose of the podcast. And then that way, if you watch this video, you have a better understanding of what we're trying to achieve. We're not trying to change the industry. We're not trying to change where you currently are. We're not trying to recruit. We're trying to take what little bit of knowledge we have and share it out there freely and say, this is what we got. And if it benefits just one person, then all this time and effort was worth it, because that's what we're here for.
Absolutely. It's all about self-improving and just being obsessed with improvement for your business and for your personal life, right?
Yeah. And not being afraid of some hard work, man. Because obviously you can hear our stories. It all started from the very beginning, the very, very bottom, and we worked our way up, and we've got a lot of experience, and we got a lot of...
But it takes those chain of events in order to make you that well-rounded individual to this day. But along the line, there were some, rough lessons, if you will, that I wish, I wouldn't change it, but I wish I would have had a little bit of
maybe a podcast that could have helped you out.
Or a little bit of guidance, right? Select your mentor.
Where was my Mike and Christian when I needed him? Yeah,
exactly. We're in diapers,
right? So, as always, guys, we appreciate you watching. Please tune in for future content. Like, share, and subscribe. Click the bell icon so you get notified of any of our future content. And as always,
drive safe
and keep on trucking.